A presentation is essentially a conversation between two or more people where someone is trying to communicate some information to someone else. Now, to make sure your presentation is as effective as possible, there are a few key elements you should be mindful of. They are called the presentation trifecta. Do you know what these key elements are? Let us show you. Here's Jasmine doing her presentation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming to my presentation.
The first element for an effective presentation is to have a loud and clear voice. So Jasmine, let's try that again.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming to my presentation.
Hold on. Even though Jasmine now sounds much better, there's a second element for an effective presentation, which is to make eye contact with your audience. So let's watch Jasmine again.
Today, I will be talking about different financial statements.
See how she is looking at her classmates now as she presents? It's not enough to have just a loud and clear voice. You need to look at your audience. Making eye contact is really important because it helps you connect with the people you're presenting to. But wait, there's more. If you want your presentation to be even more effective and to engage your audience, you need to get your body involved. That's not what I meant. Even though Jasmine now sounds better and is looking at her audience, she looks tense and anxious. The third and final element for an effective presentation is to use body language and energy to engage the audience. Here's what we mean.
Today, we will talk about different financial statements. There are 3 different financial statements. The first one is income statement. In the income statement, we will talk about the revenue, the expenses.
Well done, Jasmine. These 3 elements form the presentation trifecta pyramid and are key to achieving an effective presentation. Keep watching for more information and tips on each element to help you improve your presentation style.
Your voice and pronunciation is the first core element of your presentation. Without a loud and clear voice, you run the risk of your audience not being able to hear you or understand what you're saying. If that happens, the audience will switch off and not pay attention to you. That can not only result in a really unpleasant experience for the audience, but also for you. So it's essential to have a loud and clear voice when you're presenting, making sure that all members of the audience can hear you clearly. This is especially important when speaking in a large room with people seated all the way to the back of the room. So speak up. The louder, the better. Practice in the big empty room to estimate how loud you need to speak for the presentation. Have a friend stand at the back of the room so they can give you feedback on how you speak and whether you can be clearly heard. Don't speak too fast. When we're nervous to present, we often speak quickly to try to get it over and done with. Try to slow down to make sure the audience is following what you're talking about. Doing facial exercises relaxes your face muscles and throat, which helps clear speech and avoid mispronunciations.
Oh, that's fun.
Use words you're comfortable and familiar with. That way, you don't need to worry about your pronunciation while speaking. It's not about using big words. It's about being understandable. So, use simple language. It will make it easier for you to present and for the audience to understand you. If you're worried about pronunciation and you need additional help, sign up for courses at ETS Helps. Finally, let go of your expectations to be perfect in your pronunciation. Just do your best.
Though having a loud and clear voice is really important, it's only the first element of the presentation trifecta. This element is not enough on its own to create an effective presentation. So, you need to take it to the next level and connect with your audience through eye contact. Eye contact shows that you care about the audience, you respect them, and you're acknowledging their presence in the room. It's almost like you're showing that the presentation you are making is for them. It connects you as a presenter to your audience. This connection will lead to the audience paying more attention to you and the information you are presenting. So, look up from your notes, look away from your slides, and look at your audience. Connect with them. Stand in front of the class and face the audience, rather than standing near the computer desk or facing the projector screen. This will make it easier to look out to the audience as you are already in the position to do so. It is normal to feel nervous when you're presenting. Try and look at friends you have in the audience. That way, you are still making eye contact, but it is not as daunting as looking at strangers. If you find it awkward or uncomfortable to directly look into people's eyes, look at their forehead. This makes it seem like you are making a lot of eye contact without it feeling as scary. Know your content. Know the key points you want to make in your presentation. If you know your content, you can look at the audience and just speak in your own words instead of having to continually look down to read a speech from your notes. Finally, you can really improve your eye contact by rehearsing in front of a mirror. This gives you the opportunity to not only practice your presentation and what you want to say, but also allows you to actually see how you look when you are presenting and what you need to improve. This will really help you get more comfortable when it's come to presenting. Remember, practice makes perfect.
The final element to perfect your presentation is to get your body involved. Body language and energy plays an important role in engaging an audience in a presentation because it's an extension of you and your personality. More than half of your impact as a speaker depends on your body language, things like the way you stand, the gestures you make, and your facial expressions. All of these aspects have a big impact on the way that an audience feels about your presentation.
Strong, energetic, and positive body language helps a presenter build credibility, express emotions, and really engage with the audience. Your level of enthusiasm in particular will really influence the energy of the audience and their reaction to your presentation.
So smile, move around, be energetic, and make your presentation enjoyable. The more you enjoy your presentation, the more the audience will as well. Simply smiling will make your audience feel more comfortable. Also, smiling is contagious. Once you start smiling, at least a few members of your audience will too. And that will help you feel more connected, comfortable, and confident in your presentation.
Stand in front of the audience instead of standing behind the computer desk. This will not only make it easier to look at your audience, but also to move around comfortably.
Keep a good posture. Try not to cross your arms or sway from side to side or slouch when speaking. Make sure you stand straight with your shoulders back and your feet apart. This will make you look and feel more confident. It will also make it easier to move comfortably as you present.
Use open gestures which move away from your body. These gestures, like moving your hands when talking or pointing at certain parts of your slides, can help emphasize the key parts of your presentation.
Interact with the audience during your presentation by asking them questions or getting their input in what you are talking about. This will get the audience more engaged and involved in your presentation, as well as reducing the pressure from you as the only speaker.
Observe your body language and your eye contact by rehearsing in front of a mirror or videotape yourself. This gives you the opportunity to not only practice your presentation, but also allows you to actually see how you look when presenting. This will help you get more comfortable when it comes time to actually present.
Watch TED Talks for inspiration. TED Talks are a great way to learn how to make an engaging presentation, so check them out on YouTube. You can even find a few on our Subject Canvas site.
Ramp up your enthusiasm by listening to energetic, positive music to improve your mood and confidence leading up to your presentation.
So these are the 3 key elements to make an effective presentation. We hope you have found our video helpful. We wish you all the best and happy presenting!